Where shall we go today? Where shall we go? Where do you want to go today? Let's walk round. Nope, I wish there was a sign somewhere that told me. Wrexham has lots of out-of-town shopping developments in the town. You've heard me say this before, that size isn't everything. Look at these shops. The tiny music shop, an accountant shop, bronzing shop, I don't even know what that means. Oh, spray tan and stuff like that. Tiny, tiny little shops, they're lovely. Look at the size of that dart. You could numb a rhino with that one. It's an old cinema. There's now an attic where you keep stuff that you don't want anymore in boxes. A gold post box. You've seen them before, but you've never seen one with a hat on before, have you? Hat-tastic. Like every town with its salt, there's a river that runs through Wrexham, and this one has even got its own tunnel. For sure, what? Dark, definitely. It's an amazing church, but we can't go into it because it's after 4 o'clock. They lock the gates at 4. So this is the Nag's Head pub. It's very nice. It's got something unique about it. Remember I said about tall chimney pots in certain buildings? Well, this one is the tallest chimney pot I've ever seen on a building. Ever. Look at the size of that erection. It's huge. That's what they call it when they build a chimney. I'm not being rude, just to clarify. I am an engineer and an architect. Thank you. So we've got the massive chimney there, but look at the front of the pub. That is gorgeous. Old-fashioned, oldie-worldy thing. It's nice. Sadly, it's closed at the moment. I loved bands in the 80s. One of my favourite ones was Guitar-orama. Those 3 girls who sung songs about penis and stuff. Something like that, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, here's their record shop, which is actually now a guitar shop here in Wrexham. Some of the architecture here is amazing, and you can't tell whether it's old architecture that's old or new architecture that's made old. Decorating can be boring. The fat boar here in Wrexham has been painted, but in a really... They got bored. Here's a map of Wrexham, and as you can see, we are currently here, because it says it there, and we've been there, and we've looked at that, and we've come from, I don't know where, I'm lost to be fair, but it's lovely, nice church and everything. This here is the original balcony from Buckingham Palace from 1922. Which was moved here in 1924. This is the High Street. It's very bright and beautiful, like the song All Big Things or something, I don't know. I like little shops. And there's lots of little shops in Wrexham, like this little row here of little shops, which are little, which is nice. Right, we're on a different street that comes off the street we were on before. And we've still got some little shops here. Oh, they're beautiful. If you like novelty lampposts, you can do a lot worse than come to Wrexham. This place looks like it's come from heaven. It's beautiful. This used to be the posh end of Wrexham, and then they knocked it down and built a Tesco. Mad Chief, it says. Why is he mad? What does he do? It's a tattoo artist who's mad. Yeah, I'm going to let that happen. You know me, I like weird architecture. Look at that, it's got like holes in the top of a turret, and it's got a lovely monolith thing there. It's not a monolith, is it? And it's got a balcony. It's got everything. It's a pub. It's not open, so it's not going to be beer. Explore, Science Discovery Centre. It's also a museum. It's got the biggest condom in the world. A lot of the writing on the shops and everything are in foreign, which is, I think, Latin. But they've also got an English version as well, which is nice, thank you. The best name of a pub ever. The Long Pull. Huge John bragging, I think. If you like narrow ginnels, and who doesn't, you can do a lot worse than this one. But unfortunately, you're not allowed up there, no entry. Within gobbing distance of the church and a nice phallic tower is a sex shop. Yay! Sadly, it's closed at the moment. One thing Wrexham's definitely had since I worked here in the 90s is a new look. Sadly though, it's no longer there. If you want to lease a small pub, you can do. This one here, it's tiny. Oh, it's actually, okay. It's quite a lot bigger than I thought it was, I'll be honest. So if you want to lease a large pub, you can come here. It's only got one floor though, so you can't sleep there. The next part coming up is a reconstruction of what happens in the early 90s when I was manager of game in Wrexham and Tony Blair came to visit. It is a crime watch reconstruction without any guarantee of it being any accurate. They like a good phallic tower here, but they're all quite small. I think that's because a lot of the Welsh people are quite small anyway, so they keep it to proportions. And then they've got these really horrible buildings, which is currently pre-Marnie. Welcome to Wrexham Methodist Church. It's just a lift shaft. I like a good bus station as much as I like a good church. Good job the churches are good here, innit? As well as old style lampposts, you've got these really modern ones as well, which are all curvy. But sadly, they put them in front of this building, which is all like rotten, falling apart by the looks of it. There's nothing in the top. What's going on? It's a hairdresser's here, but I'm not sure what the address is. I'm sorry, otherwise I'd let you know so you could get your hair cut. There's a nice church here as well, which is not locked off and has got a rather nice spire on it. It's not the biggest church in the world, but it is very, very pretty indeed. I like this. Well done, Wrexham. You've got a church that's open, well, the grounds anyway, late at night. Thank you. They have a university in Wrexham. It's not the biggest university in the world, but it's still a university, which is what they do. Well, they send people who can't learn stuff there until they're in the 20s so that they can learn stuff properly. I think that's the only reason universities exist. Oh, that and getting completely drunk out your head. No exits. Dim for Alan. I don't know who Alan is, but you shouldn't call him Dim. So here we go. We're within gobbing distance of the town centre, and there's another out-of-town shopping development. There's loads of out-of-town shopping developments in the town, which is a bit weird, but I like it. So if you want to come somewhere that's got old architecture, new architecture, some political history, churches that lock down too early, churches that stay open, and lots of shops that are tiny, you can do a lot worse than come to Wrexham. Till next time. Bye! Where shall we go today? Where shall we go? Where do you want to go today? Let's walk round. Another thing about Wrexham is they have a football stadium and a football club called Wrexham United, and it is owned by the world famous actor from Hollywood, Roger Moore, who played Blackpool once. So there you go, there's a fact for you. Fact fans. Wrexham! Yeah. You know me, I like weed. Another thing about Wrexham. Where's the... There it is. Start again. Follow the ambulance there.